Well guys, welcome to Daikoku PA in 2026 on a Tuesday night. This is probably the busiest I have seen it in a hot minute. And just about every single car I see is a tour car. The police are even out doing inspections and checks. They're pulling over certain cars that they want to do a shuck-in inspection on. This is wild. Like, look at these crowds. I don't even know if the camera's going to do it justice. Just about every single car park is full. It's wild. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Tonight, I wanted to do something a little nostalgic for you. I wanted to come to Daikoku and just kind of, vibe and see what it's like. I haven't really been here for a while, especially at nighttime. I try to avoid coming on the weekends these days just because there's so many tours and there's a lot of tourists and stuff like that. And I'm sure you've seen a lot of the reports and things like that that have been spreading online of a lot of bad actors and whatnot. But I wanted to come down here because one, Forza Horizon has just dropped. And then two, they have this really cool mission that's kind of built into it where you come here and do a car meet. And I guess maybe everyone else had the same idea, but from what I can see, everyone is a tourist or visiting from overseas, and I don't see any locals anywhere. It's very different. Even all the way up the back here, there's a line of just normal cars trying to get in, but they can't really get out because there's so many cars and tour cars and rental cars going in and out. It's crazy. I think it's funny just because I was like, oh, it's a Tuesday. There'll be hardly anyone here. I'll find some locals, get to interview them about their cars and that kind of stuff. But I was sorely mistaken. So let's take a look at what's here. See if there's any interesting cars. That's nice, 34 GTR. Another one. It's crazy. I know the police have started cracking down on the illegal tours and the tourist traps and stuff, but I mean, there's only so much they can do. If ever you want to come to Daikoku PA, before you come to Japan, make sure you get your international driver's permit and go to a normal car rental place like Toyota Rent-A-Car. It's like $60 a day, rent a car, drive here yourself with Google Maps, and it'll cost you nothing. And you get to explore other places during that same day rate of the rental car. I think a lot of these guys are charging anywhere from $500-600. Some are cheaper, there's cheaper options and stuff, $200-300. But just go do it yourself. It's so much cheaper and you get to explore and experience it yourself too. At least that's what I did when I first came here. But yeah, I don't know, things have just changed like so much. This is interesting. 180 with a surfboard ratchet strapped down. I'm gonna bet this is a local. Let's go, cool. Nice chaser, S15s. That's clean, no error on that. This one's wide body with a cage. Another nice chaser. V35, S15, 34. A lot of 4 doors. Cresta, the Cresta's nice. That's cool. A lot of cool cars out. Laurel. This is honestly wild. I'm betting though that usually Tuesdays aren't this packed. This has to be because of the Forza Horizon launch today. It's a clean 180. Mark 5 Supra. That's a tour car too. So are these ones.
Is this your car? Okay. It's not yours, yeah.
That did not just happen in front of me. You gotta be kidding me. I can't believe that just happened in front of me. I've seen Japanese people complaining about that exact thing happening on X or Twitter, and to just see it happen like that right in front of me means that it's definitely been happening. And you guys that are watching, you know that that's not okay. You'd probably be upset about it, but Man, I feel like if you're bringing a customer here for a tour, whether it's legal or not, it's your responsibility to make sure that you're telling them, hey, don't sit on other people's cars. Don't be dumb. Like, I don't know. That just kind of really frustrates me. I'm going to completely ignore all of the negativity, and I'm just going to focus on checking out the cars and seeing what's here. It's still wild to me how many people are here on a Tuesday night. Love seeing all the underglow though. Even if they're tour cars or not, bring underglow back. Oh. Dude, they're even playing the music now. I wonder how much longer the police are gonna let this happen tonight. It's pretty well behaved. We'll see. Really nice RX-7 just rolled in. Couple nice cars up here. I think this green one, that might be a Redox kit. Looks really clean. I dig that so much. Dang. 15 looks nice too. Loving the underglow. I really like this Supra. Aero kit, it's not too much and it gets driven. Look at the FRP damage and stuff, the stitches. This ND is super cool. They've got an engine room light set up so everything shines through the vent. Super cool. Workmeisters too. Very nice. That's cool. Love me some Natasha. A lot of AMGs now with crack and popple tunes. Quick lesson for you guys is see this little symbol here? That specific symbol on the end of the plate here on the left side represents rental car. So if you see that on a number plate, it means rental. Just like this one here. Rental. These are all through a rental shop called Moshiroi Rental. It's near Narita Airport. I'd highly recommend if you wanted to like come here in a sports car, just go and rent it yourself like that. If you don't want to get like Toyota Rent-A-Car or something like that. Nice FD. Nice Kolki 14. You don't really see a lot of Ariettas, the convertible, the 15s. But this is kind of cool. I dig it. 326 wing, looks like Origin era in the front. It's pretty cool. A long time ago, Okachan bought one and he was developing aero for it, but he kind of bailed on the project purely because he said the car drove so differently to a normal Silvia. He said it wasn't even worth him investing in making the rear fenders and stuff to work with the retractable roof and stuff. So I think he made 1 or 2 kits and then just abandoned the project. Something's definitely wrong with me because I was drawn to the Altezza. Tezzy time. What's inside this one though? Ah, it's a Beams, 4-cylinder. Not as cool as the 1G, am I right, lads? So remember what I said before with the plates? So rental, the 35's a rental, all of these rentals. Now this thing's cool, this is a locals car. 14, bit of a beater. Love it. The stage here is kind of cool. Love the underglow. Y plate is strictly for sofa status, those that are working for the military here. Yo, that's cool. Nice Hakoska. Dang. I've been here for 11 years. This is my 11th year here in Japan now, guys. And I've experienced Daikoku when I first came here, Daikoku during coronavirus, and then Daikoku now, I guess, since the tourism boom is going crazy here in Japan with the low yen rate. It's wild. Like when I was first here, Japanese yen was worth more than the USD. Now it's flipped the complete opposite way. So, I mean, that's one part of the big tourism boom, but it's just so interesting how it's changed through those last 11 years. But I think it's still going to keep changing, and I do think that the tourism stuff will probably slow down eventually, and you know, this will also probably calm down if the police don't crack down on it, or the shotoko, the highway, you know, the guys that manage and look after this. So this is a parking service area for those using the expressway. And this is actually, that's like shops and a restaurant there, but this all here is the police station, these buildings here. So this is actually like a police station and a parking area all combined in one. We used to be able to go up the top there and get a really nice view of everything happening here, and then occasionally you'd see some people street drifting out the front, kind of putting on a show. That's changed a lot, and let me show you. I do like that they now have a Tully's coffee here, so you can get a pretty decent coffee upstairs. There used to be a matsuya there, so you used to be able to get a beef bowl and then sit up here and then watch all the chaos and everything that was going on. But as we walk up here, you'll see that we can't actually do that anymore. We used to sit on the fence and stuff like that, and I guess, I don't know if someone got hurt or if someone fell or if they just were concerned that someone was going to get hurt, but they just completely locked it off now. Have a look at this. They put like a 10-foot, I think that's maybe 11, 12-foot high fence with spikes, the full width around, and we can't even go in there. And they actually used to be like there's a memorial thing there. We can't even go in there and look at that anymore. So initially, they had just put this little fence here, because we used to just sit on the bricks there and watch everything that was going on. But then they put that little bit of a fence there, and then I think there were people sitting on top of that or standing on that, so then they just did this. So now we used to be able to go in there and get some of the coolest photos of Daikoku. I guess you kind of can if you're 6'3" like I am, but it's just crazy. Dude, I remember coming here and there would be people, I kid you not. Now obviously this is not great behavior and I'd never condone it, but people would jump up in here and sit up on the roof of all of this to watch. Crazy. But yeah, it's just interesting how much stuff has changed. Listen to me sounding like a boomer at this point, but things have changed a lot. And I think most of the change of this kind of stuff, it unfortunately is because of, you know, a bad actor or one person ruined it for everyone. You guys know, I'm sure you saw in the news about everyone who was like climbing the fence to try and get in and all that type of stuff. But yeah, there's been a lot of stuff like that, but I'm trying to focus on the experience and the cars tonight, all right? I'm trying my hardest. Speaking of, we need a throwback. All the OGs will know, but this was Ritual. See if we can get this in the mic for you guys. Cheers. So I think the question I want to ask you guys is, do me a favor. I'm going to link at the top comment of this video, as well as I'll put it up here wherever it's going to appear, one of my older videos from, let's say 5 years ago or something. And I want you to watch that. And then I want you to come back and watch and finish watching this one and tell me, do you think Daikoku has changed as a whole? I want to know your thoughts, how you feel about it. I'm still pretty blown away with what the experience has been so far tonight, to be honest. And I don't really know how to feel about it, but what I am stoked about is I don't think I've seen this many people getting introduced to the car scene like this. Like everywhere I look are people that really don't know anything about these cars, what models they are or anything like that, but they're experiencing it, learning about a Skyline in Japan or learning about a Silvia in Japan, and then they're going home with that little bit of information that they learned, and I hope they thought it was a cool experience, and maybe that'll get them into cars long term. It's wild how more and more American cars are coming here. Like to see a Trans Am like this, it's pretty cool. Over the years, more and more of these kinds of cars have been coming here. And a lot of people always asked, oh, why are they buying American cars? They got Silvias and Skylines here. But you got to understand the grass is always green on the other side of the fence. All the young people here think these are cool because they never had them. That's a nice Senki. I've always wanted a 14, a Zenki 14. This thing's cool. No front plate, that's bold, but cool. I wanted to make sure we came over and had a quick look at this Hakosuka. He's got some really nice upgrades on here. He's running the 4-pot Skyline or Z32 brakes in the front. The TEs are a beautiful touch. Can't go wrong with those bronze. Nice HPI oil cooler on the front. Very tidy. I think the carbon motor fender is really tied in well. He's got a carbon hood too. Very nice. Nice 100. Nice 180. We still need to figure out what to do with my 180 in Australia, guys. So this old Crown is super interesting because I feel like it's a mix between, like, you know, the Bosozoku Kaido racer style, but with then lowrider mixed in with there. Purely just because of these wheels. He's even got a hanging chandelier going on in there. Very cool. Now see, this is what I need to get. One of these over here and gut it and turn it into a track car, put the same driveline that's in my comp car in it and shred. But these are so much money here and I've been looking for ages. I cannot find a coupe version that's right-hand drive here. There's so many imported left-hand drive ones here, it's frustrating. Eventually one will pop up and I'll nab it, but yeah. I definitely want to play with an E36 here. Say it with me, guys. Hashtag bring Underglow back, baby. Just looks good. Beautiful FC, oh my gosh. Yes. That's a nice color too. I dig that. This is cool. It's got underglow as well. The FDO or the GTO. These cars were really cool. They didn't get enough credit for what they were. They were essentially like a poor man's Ferrari, especially if you got the twin turbo version. Very cool cars. They never really took off that much, I feel like, in Australia. And maybe even not so much here, to be honest. I think they were mainly popular in the US though. I'm starting to wonder if I should start coming here again, like maybe weekly, and just kind of, doesn't need to be a full vlog, but maybe like add a segment where we check out the cars that are here and just check out Daikoku as a whole to see if it's changing or what's going on, or if it's anything like this, because I haven't seen it like this, especially on a weekday, on a Tuesday night, ever. And I think it's probably because tonight, you know, Forza Horizon's dropping, the new one. And there was a bunch of marketing material around how one of the missions in the game is to come here. So that's potentially why it's so pumping, and it probably will be for the rest of this week. But I don't know, it's such a different vibe that it feels new and different to me. And I think I want to keep coming back and just kind of documenting that in a way. But let me know in the comments, let me know if you guys want to see that as well, but hang on. Look what just rolled in. Oh, that thing's nice. Underglow is definitely making a comeback. Look, there's even another one there. And we saw the other one over there. Oh, it's leaving. So much underglow here. Love it. This Lotus is super cool. Dude, I can't imagine how difficult it would be for me to get into that car, just because I'm so tall and that thing is so low to the ground. But then also how small that is, I definitely don't fit in there. No chance. No chance. It's cool to see a Del Sol here. I don't really see many of these here. Nice little NA. I missed the Florida Miata. Another car with underglow. Let's freaking go. Get to check out this Atasha wrap car. Thing's pretty wild. To get a really good quality Atasha wrap in Japan is big money. Like, you're talking like 10K. The design work and everything, it's pretty wild. Also, nice fair lady here. Beautiful. Okay, this is really interesting. This may be the only legal Daikoku tour here. See, it's got a green plate. That means it's an official registered taxi. and the driver also has a taxi license and the insurance for their customers. I've never seen that, but that's really cool. And if that's legit, then good on him for actually doing it right. My gosh, they literally crammed 5 people into that skyline. It's the new Z. Starting to see more and more and more of these popping up. They've really dropped in pricing too, which has been nice. I love the BMX, that's cool. What are those wheels? That is trippy as. Very cool. The police don't mind it either. That's a clean 80. The PA is really starting to quieten up now. Fair few people have left, especially since the police came out. Oh, the police want to talk to him. They're asking him to pull over for an inspection. The police got this K car for being too modified and low. They just brought him out of the police station after an inspection. Wow, it's really cleared up. It's kind of peaceful too. It's time for me to head home now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I was hoping for more of a relaxed, chill kind of Daikoku night, but I really think lots of people rocked up here because of the Fast and Furious thing, plus with all the tourism boom stuff. I'm also curious to know your thoughts. What do you guys think about the overall vibe from tonight compared to what it used to look like? And yeah, I don't know, let me know in the comment section. I think it's okay, and I think if you got a nice group of friends that come with you, you can still have a really good time. It's just wild to me that especially what we saw happen in front of us with that person sitting on someone else's car for a photo. That is wild. I don't know how anyone in this world thinks that that's okay to sit on someone else's car to do that. But at the end of the day, when there's tons of people coming here and they're probably just seeing other people that get permission to do it and think that that's the normal thing because they're not car people. They're not being told, hey, here's the general etiquette that you should have. Although I'd argue that's common sense, but also we all know common sense isn't all that common anymore. So that's also a problem. But anyways, I'm curious to know your thoughts. I don't want this video to be negative at any point. I think it's just that things have changed because of the massive boom of tourism, and where opportunists exists, they're going to take advantage of ways to make money and stuff like that. I really did enjoy tonight purely because it was nostalgic for me, remembering all that stuff and the good times and where we started from. I still can't believe that when I first came here and started uploading videos, I was lying down in my driveway many years working on that skyline, and then we'd come here for a meet at night time and show you guys the cars and stuff. It's cool, it's nostalgic. If you haven't seen those videos, go check them out. Guys, thanks for hanging out. I know I've been blabbing for a while, but peace.